I was coming off of a project that was with an orchestra in Holland, the Metropole, and it was a big project because, you know, it took a long time to compose the music, get it copied, rehearse the orchestra, do the shows, and then I went back and did another one, and then editing it all together from 5 different shows to make it. You know, it was a long process, but it came out really nice. You know, it's a relatively eclectic record, but what would you expect? And I should have probably gone into the studio to start working on another record, but it would have meant it would have been years between tours. And, you know, I thrive on, I'm a touring musician, and I got to get on tour, you know, it's just part of the whole blood, you know. And I thought, I got to, you know, do it down and dirty, you know. So I think, what can I possibly do here that's a little unique from anything I've done before, and maybe something, you know, unique to anything. And I had these various concepts for bands, and primarily there's a rock band at the core because I'm really, you know, rock musician. And one of the ideas was to have like these percussionists, you know, big percussion, 2 like huge percussionists with the rock band, and I can hear it in my head. I know it would be really cool. And maybe an idea with like a 12-piece horn section or something. So some of the harmonies are really beautiful. And we worked really hard. We did 30 days of rehearsal, probably between 12 and 15 hours a day. When I was a young musician, when I was a boy and also a young man, trying to figure out how to be an independent musician and how to, you know, further my skills, I was incredibly demanding on myself. I was very rough with myself, you know. I mean, I would sit there and I'd say stuff like, you know, to myself, if you think you're going to even get up and go eat or do anything, fuck you. You know, you're sitting here until you can play this perfectly, asshole. But what happened was I was very tough on myself, but I enjoyed that because I needed, it's just like a, I don't know, you know, like a commando mentality. And then when I started to put my own bands together, you know, I didn't understand that you can't be that way with people. You know, you're not going to get them to want to do their best and to enjoy the experience, and you're the asshole. And I got that pretty quickly. But I felt that in this band, everybody, there was a mutual respect. And it really brought the bar way high. And it allowed people to really, they really wanted to. I mean, those poor violin players, and what they went through to get this stuff right. And then it has to go beyond that. It can't just be right. It has to feel natural, and it has to be a piece of music, and it has to be entertaining. And they all wanted it. And in the end, we like look at each other and go, wow, man, that's really cool. In every step of the way, there's challenges. And some of it's very enjoyable, and some of it's just rote. You know? The idea, the moment of inception of a concept for a project is my favorite moment. Because it's a blank canvas, and I just think, and I put certain parameters out to myself. You know, I tell myself certain things. And that helps build the idea. And for this project, I said, okay, what are you going to do that's unique to anything you've done before? It's got to be musical. It's got to be accessible. I want it to have a show potential. You know, I want it to be a performance, and I want the show to ebb and flow, and, you know, with emotional dynamics, and, you know, and then I thought, these are the things that go through my head, and then it comes together. So all of a sudden, you know, when the 2 violin idea came together, and I said, oh, I know this song is going to work. I know that song is going to work. I know it's going to be a lot of work. So that was fun. Now you got to find the people. That wasn't really fun. You know, it was a pain in the ass. You know, but elements of it were great. When I found the right person, it was like Christmas. This DVD was the end vision I had all along. And that's the only way to get through that stuff. Or else the fear, the insecurity, it just becomes overwhelming. And I feel that just like anybody else. But my excitement for the end product always just makes me take the next step.